So you clicked on this video to learn how to play Lady Nifle. Lady Nifle is your gothic nun Lumino DPS who unleashes massive AoE damage, and honestly, you're going to fall in love with how destructive she gets, especially with her ultimate and passive skill. Let's start with her main skill. Her main skill is a wide AoE attack that deals massive damage and is the core of her entire kit. It's her most used ability and you'll be spamming this ability in the comment most of the time. What makes it even better is how it perfectly synergizes with her ultimate skill. And about her ultimate skill, it converts your skill range directly into skill damage and it boosts your trigger probability. In simple words, how fast you apply an attribute to enemies. On top of that, you can cast the main skill 6 times for free. Yes, 6, basically entering holy shotgun mode. She is an insanely strong caster DPS. If you love casters and you love Gothic Nun, she is mandatory. Now for her passive skill. If you are using a ranged weapon with higher trigger probability, she can cast main skill for free as long as you pass the 100% threshold for Lady Nifle. This is literally powerhouse of casters, free skills, free damage, and most important thing, you can get her for free. Now let's start with her main build. Here are the most important stats you should focus on: Lumino attack, skill damage, skill range, skill efficiency. Not as important because her ultimate covers it. That's why. Now let's talk about Wedges. This is the wedge. I refuse to call it demon wedges. Sounds too edgy for me. The main wedge you should use is Rescue. Casting your ultimate restores HP. It adds survivability and lets her act as a mini support for your team. For sub wedges, Sky Lumi Wildfire plus her adjustment slot gives Lumino damage, skill range, basically everything she wants. Primal Moral gives attack, HP, defense, and moral. Solid all-rounder. Also recommended the adjustment slot. For bottom row, Nirvana Violation, it gives you skill damage and she loves that. Blaze Resolve gives you attack and resolve. Both are very good for her. A side note, once you ascend her to level 70, you can run a second Nirvana Violation in the bottom right slot for even more skill damage. For right slots, use Scorch Wedge for maximum attack. For late game end game, Wings Inspo, it's a 5-star rare golden one which will take you a lot of time to get it, but it's very useful because it gives you 55% sanity and 17% efficiency, which sends her ultimate into overdrive. And that's it for the Wedge builds. Now let's move on to the weapon section. There are 3 best options for Lady Nifle. Wither Shade is the best in slot and most preferred weapon for her. Why? Because it gives massive skill range bonus, and Lady Nifle's ultimate literally converts skill range into skill damage. So every bit of range you add here directly boosts how much damage she deals. It's basically free scaling. At max rank, Wither Shade gives you 72% skill range, which equals to 72% skill damage. Once converted through her ultimate, that's insane value from a single weapon. However, remember her passive caps skill damage at 100%, so don't overstack it. You'll want it to balance the skill range and skill damage between your gear and weapons to avoid wasting potential stats. In short, Wither Shade makes Lady Nifle hit like a truck and keeps her ultimate in constant overdrive mode. For the second best slot is Fathomless Sarcage. It functions mostly as identical to Wither Shade. It boosts your skill range, translating into skill damage in the same way. The main difference is that Sarcage might have slightly different attack animation or secondary stat scaling depending on your build and preference. If you don't have Wither Shade, this is your best second slot you can go for. You'll still deal incredible damage and you won't lose much overall performance. Think of it as your budget Wither Shade with near the same destructive power. Vivian Wrath is basically a free weapon that you get in the early game and is her third most preferred weapon in the game. right now. It gives you flat 24% skill damage bonus right out of the box. No fancy setup required. It's simple, reliable and free. Perfect if you're still building your gear, like farming for demon wedges and weapons. You can treat it as a stat stick until you get the preferred weapon you are looking for. And that's it for the weapons. Now let's move on to the ranged weapons. Lady Nifle passive relies heavily on trigger probability, so her ranged weapon mainly focuses on boosting that stat while also increasing Lumino damage output. Here are the best picks you should go for where you get trigger probability. Entropic Singularity is a must have for Lady Nifle. Her absolute best ranged weapon as well. It gives you up to 150% trigger probability, which directly helps activating her passive, letting her cast main skill for more often by just killing the enemies. On top of that, it fires an extra projectile automatically with no ammo cost, making it incredibly smooth and consistent in ranged fights. If you want maximum uptime and fast attribute application, this is the best weapon for her. And the second best option, which you get for free by just playing the game, is Flamme de Européen. Européen? I don't know, did I pronounce it right? Correct me in the comment section. A solid free option that focus on trigger probability, just like Entropic Singularity, but has less things going on with the passive skill. A good budget option which is user friendly and easy to obtain. And that's it for the weapons. Now let's move on to Geniemons. Lumino Main is the best in slot Geniemon that Lady Nifle can use. It increases Lumino attack based on your character's attack, giving Nifle a direct damage boost, and it also buffs your teammates' damage by 2.5% attack. It works great with different demon wedges like Griffin, Typho, Converter sets, making it flexible and powerful picks for any Lumino DPS character, especially Lady Nifle. Now for the second best option is Miraculous Bulby Genome, a simple but surprisingly useful genome for early player. It gives 1.2% Lumino attack plus 0.5% stat bonus for demon wedges like Phoenix. It's easy to get and easy to use. Perfect for Lady Nifle. And that's it for the genomes. And that's it for the guide. So what do you think about our Goth Nun Lady Nifle? Are you a caster enjoyer? Let me know down in the comment section below. If this guide helped you, leave a like, or if you want to help more players, share it around. Subscribe for more simple and easy to understand guides. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day and see you on the next one. Bye bye.